Well, hello. It's been a while since I've posted any information or anything, and it's been an interesting last couple of days. Today's Saturday. I want to say in the 5 to 6 o'clock p.m. range. So, Thursday night, 2 days ago, right? Yeah. Thursday night about 10:30, I died. Legit. I died. Twice. At least twice, maybe more, maybe 3 times. I'm not bullshitting you, I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. I want to say, fortunately, I say, I say that carefully. I came back. Thomas was here and managed to get me back up and functioning. I will say that I feel pretty good today. I felt pretty good yesterday. Felt a little energy's down a bit. I probably look fairly terrible, which it's from the ongoing energy war that I have been fighting now for months. So, the reason I'm putting this out is I want it publicly known at this point what has and has not happened. So, at about 3 months ago at this point, and it's plus or minus in time, I'm great with a lot of information. I've got foresights and insights on things that you cannot imagine. Time is one of those things I believe I share with the spirit world and the higher realms at this point, which it's a fabricated construct, so I don't pay attention to time. So I'm not good with it. I don't honestly give a crap about it. I don't mean that mean or rude or anything, but that's what we got here, folks, right? Reality can be interesting, right? So 3 months ago, plus or minus, I reached out to local law enforcement, and I believe an investigation was started. I believe they put someone on this. I believe they were, or perhaps somehow got mixed up in the higher levels of what's going on here. After learning of this information, I reached out to the FBI. And I still died. Twice. And I will tell you, it wasn't anything like I had planned or thought. No movie or book has set my mind up for what happened to me. And even though I'm extremely well advanced spiritually, I was not prepared for what happened to me. And more so coming back into my body than leaving. Leaving wasn't a problem. Coming back, more of a disappointment. And as I laid there, what happened to me was rather dramatic. And we had had some wine, and nowhere near, I mean, one bottle of wine does not kill a person, at least doesn't kill me. And if you'd have told me that, if you'd have drank an entire bottle of Patron or Scotch, I might agree with you that, yeah, that'd be dangerous. Wine, on the other hand, not so much. And before I died, I picked up my guitar and I probably played one of the best versions of my song, if you will, if I have a song. How to put that into words? I probably played the best I've ever played. And as soon as I did that, kind of towards the end of it, and like as I finished, I realized that what I had just done in my accomplishments as a guitarist at that moment, I was in some serious trouble. And the first person I thought about was Kurt Cobain. Yeah. No bullshit. And so Thomas tells me that after I finished playing, I set everything down, put my pick where I normally put it. I felt really good. I felt great, like not drunk, not anything really out of the ordinary. And apparently, I looked up and I said, I love everyone. And within 5 seconds of that, I was dead. And I guess, like I said, I wasn't in my body. I wasn't in it at all. I threw up all over the place, all over myself, ruined my bed, which I had to get a new bed, and threw up on my guitar. Thomas tells me that he struggled for quite some time. My body was cold. I wasn't breathing. I was dead. And he struggled to get me back. And I thank him for that. And I wanted to make that publicly clear. I thank him for that. Thank you, Thomas. Regardless of what may or may not have happened to get me into that state, thanks for bringing me back, dude. So, like I said, 3 months ago, the vampiric energies around me here and the black magic that's been ongoing by multiple people and multiple entities and collectives. I reached out to law enforcement here locally. I heard crickets, people. Heard crickets. No response. 3 months. I'm not surprised. I am disappointed. And though I forgive everybody, he don't. So you got that to contend with. And when you do catch up with me, I'm not going to be the most happy-go-lucky civilian you've run into. Okay? So we're clear. How would you be? like I said, I forwarded as much information as I could on their ridiculous website to the FBI, and they haven't reached out in time to make a difference. And I realize they're busy. They got other customers they're dealing with. Y'all are going to be pretty damn embarrassed when this goes to court, people. Even if it doesn't go to court, you're going to be pretty damn embarrassed. So, regardless, major mistake. Like I said, you don't have me to contend with. You got him to contend with. Good luck with that. The one thing he has taught me is karma's a bitch. So, Thomas was good enough to pick my guitar up when this first happened. The first thing he did was pick up my guitar and took it in the back of the trailer, and he was out of my sight. I couldn't see what he was doing. I assume he was cleaning the guitar for quite some time. And I guess he finished. He put the guitar back where I normally could put it in the chair. And I'm laying in my bed, my deathbed. My deathbed. It's pretty funny. And I look up and he's doing energy stuff like I can't explain it. It wasn't praying, but it looked like praying. It was something that I didn't recognize. I've asked him about it a couple times, and he said that it was such a rampage on his emotions and faculties that he needed to get his energies back to himself. And I sort of get that. This has been a very frustrating situation. And I had tossed the idea around quite a bit about just ducking the car into Joint Base here and letting them know. And this was before I reached out to the FBI. I thought I'd just pop into Joint Base and say, hey, I'm having a problem with law enforcement. Like, what do I do now? Kind of thing, right? Now, to be clear, my spirit team and my world of information has made it abundantly clear to me that I'm protected. And they sort of gave me the heads up on the fact that I would have to die at some point because God needed to talk to me personally. I had to go home and get some upgrades. They talked about a car accident. They've talked about quite a few things that I thought I had sort of changed timelines on, but funny thing about them is that you can't change divine timing. You can't change the divine plan. No matter how much we all might want to do that or have capabilities to do certain things, you can only change things so far. And then it's pay the piper time. So yeah, I had to go back to source, and I probably received some upgrades that I don't yet have faculties on. I know I'm dehydrated at this point, and I've been drinking mostly coffee, which I'd be a smart ass and say, well, there's water in coffee, even though it's a diuretic once you make it coffee. I'm getting my water, ladies. Come on. Work with me here. So I'm working on it. My energies are coming back up. Was never scared, was never worried, never had a concern, not one little bit about what's happening to me, or am I going to be okay, or I don't want to die, or any of that crap. None of that. This was all another day at the office for me. And like I said, finally kicking back and having a bottle of wine, I've been way, way more inebriated than to die from what happened. That's a fact. So something else is at play here. Was at play. And who you going to call, right? And I guess I might as well go to the Ghostbusters, because it doesn't seem like anybody else gives a crap. And that's really hard to say. This is from somebody who has cared and thanked every service person I've come across. Thank you for your service. And I've meant it. And there's nobody with more love in their heart to the people that have served this great country. So I apologize for not having my guitar out here tonight and the amp and playing you a little bit of jam to show you that I'm better than you would think after dying. I did jam out this afternoon while Thomas was outside. He got a chance to go out and have a smoke break, and I took that opportunity with the dog to catch up with my guitar. And I thought I would have to restring it because of what I did to it. But at this point, it's not that terrible. And maybe I get some gun oil. The girls told me that I had to get a gun and a license, and so I don't know if you guys do give a rat's ass. Bring me a 10mm Glock and some oil. Cleaning kit would be nice. The oil will work good on that bridge setup I got on my guitar. Clean that up a bit. Some Q-tips. Get the last of the chunks out of it. The fact that I'm still alive and kicking, I don't know. I guess it's a bonus. Good thing. I think I fought coming back into my body a bit. If I remember, I went through that black corridor and wasn't thrilled about coming back into my system here. I wanted y'all to know about this. I wanted everybody to get a heads up. The girls have also told me that I'm possibly part of a project, a bigger operation. So if I am kidnapped or come up missing, you might want to look into this. There's a lot more going on here than I can put out on a few-minute video here. And I was intending to give all that information out multiple times to any trustworthy individual that, had the badge and the power to do something about it, other than energy stuff. And I'm struggling with some of the terminology that the girls have been tossing around and pelting me with for quite some time about what I am, what I'm here for. And so I'm not going to go into that. But essentially, an earth angel reached out for help multiple times. And I heard crickets, people. That's a fact. And that's how God has seen this go down. So, you stay mad at me, be pissy about it, throw your hissy fits, and I've heard nothing but gunshots around my area here all afternoon. So, I'll continue to fight the fight I can fight as long as I can, without help. But anybody that comes up here, you better be on the level. You had better be on the level with me. This is no joking matter. And he's not fooling around, and neither am I. Hell, this pissed off my dog. Shouldn't piss off the dog. Really shouldn't piss off the dog. I want some answers. I deserve some answers. Quite some time ago. Now, you either work it out yourself, or God will put his foot to your ass. It's your choice. I suggest you get into motion. But be on the level. By the way, I love you all. And I forgive everybody, and I send everyone love and blessings. I've been resurrected twice now. Don't play with me anymore.